It took a mere 2 laps, count them, 1, 2, 2 laps before Chris Hawkey joined the usual suspects list for the 2003 season. And the great thing is that he did it in incredible fashion. I don't think any other driver had run fewer laps in a late model feature before joining the usual suspects gang, and you did it. So right away, season opener at Elko Speedway, you get your name in the books.
Well, first of all, I'm going to debate. I thought it was more like 4 laps, but I can't debate the fact that I did come around a little bit early. But you know, I've got my hands full right now, Rob. I'm not going to lie to you. There's a whole lot of race car there, and I've never driven one of those before.
It was only 4 laps, though, for your second
4
season.
laps tonight. I thought I did a little bit
You doubled
better.
it. I mean, what could be better?
Well, we started 20th and moved up to 14th, and then I spun out. But tonight, again, was my fault. I'm not going to fight you on that, but I think last week I got a few too many usual suspect points.
Maybe
There's no question.
Oh, come on. And then we've got your Bobo, Jordan Bianchi, lobbing me in the pit stands.
Absolutely.
Getting angry and then saying,
Yes.
you can't put him on the list. I told him if he's not careful, you're going to get double points. And he's going to make the list with some points.
He's well paid to stick up for me and be my Bobo, as you said, so you are correct.
You got to have PR agents.
There's
On a
no
serious note, I mean, it's got to be quite a transition going from dirt, racing what, super stocks?
Yes, that's right.
And then coming here and racing late models at Elko Speedway.
Rob, I'll be honest with you. This is much farther in racing than I ever expected to be. And you're right, the transition's there, but not only just the transition going from dirt to an asphalt late model, driving something with that much power, being surrounded by drivers of that caliber who have been doing it for a long time and know where the car needs to be and where it doesn't be, it's intimidating. It's a little frightening, I'm not going to lie to you, and I'm trying to get a grasp on it. It's been a tremendous learning experience, though, not only because of what I'm learning on the track and about the car and how it reacts, but how much work it is to even get the car from the shop to the track each week. It's amazing.
Sometimes you even get locked in the trailer, right?
Oh, jeez, I'm so claustrophobic. You know, that's another thing. I was never claustrophobic until I started driving a late model. The first testing session last year, I got my Hahn's device, or Hutchins device, stuck on my helmet. I completely blew a gasket. I jumped out of the car, threw my helmet. Since then, if my shoes are too tight, I can't wiggle my toes, I start to freak out.
Do you find, though, now we're 2 weeks into the season that you're really progressing mentally, if not from a physical standpoint as well, where you're really looking forward to getting into the car each week?
Absolutely. I think I've finally crossed the plane of where I'm really afraid of the car and the speed. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but it is very fast. Where I'm at right now, though, I think is I'm being a little too hard on myself while I'm on the track as far as some moves that I make, and I got to keep reminding myself that I'm still a rookie and this is my second race.
Well, we want you to have a keepsake, at least for a week. You know how the Stanley Cup is a traveling trophy for the NHL?
Oh, that'd be great. I haven't had a trophy yet. So
we have our Mr. Oven Mitt Man, Arby's, usual suspect of the week, traveling trophy. I think we'll find a place on the back to kind of inscribe the list of winners, the names of the winners. So you've got something.
The first ever?
You're the first ever.
Wow.
I mean, you get to hang on to it for, well, we'll see. You know, we might have you on every week. So proudly display that to your wife and your kids, and I'm sure they'll be very proud of you.
This will come in handy.
Yeah.
I'm sure of that.
Now you got to get rolling. It's almost 12 noon, and we know that you're going to be on KFan for your weekly show.
AM 11:30. Please tune in. We'll talk racing for 2 hours.
Real good.
Absolutely.
And keep spinning.
Next week, I'm going to finish the race without a spin.
Mr. Usual Suspect, 11:30, Chris Hawkey, and we'll be right back. Back in the Race Shack, and we make history this week with Chris Hawkey. I bet you didn't know you were going to make history.
I had no idea, but I'm glad to be a part of it. What's going on?
You're the first driver to ever make the Usual Suspects list on our show twice.
Oh, wait a minute.
No one else has done it yet.
Wait a minute. What did I do this time?
Well, here's the deal. We brought along our U.S. abacus. Say that very quickly, right? Our Usual Suspects abacus.
Oh, no.
To kind of go through your season so far.
Okay,
so it's kind of started like this.
All right.
Early in the season, couple spins, so you gain some points.
I admit that.
Then the Bobo, Jordan Bianchi, he's lobbying to get you off the list. A lot of points there.
I got points for that?
Well, yeah, absolutely. You know, it's guilt by association.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then you ran a couple races, I think, without spinning, so we'll take away a couple points.
Thank you. Okay, good.
Skipped a couple weekends because of a wedding. Come on.
My wife
This
made
is
me
racing.
go.
My wife. And then you blame it on her.
Well, I can't. What can I say?
And then this past week got lapped.
Yeah,
Woo. So that's kind of how it looks right now.
Man. Well, so can you divide that up for me and tell me what my own
I don't know how to, I don't know how to run one of these.
I thought Abacus was an album by Genesis. I don't know.
That is.
Thank you.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Well,
so here you are making history, and I think we might have to bring, you know how hard I had to look and find one of these things?
I'm sure hard. It's the first one I've ever seen in person. Do I get an oven mitt, though?
Well, don't be greedy.
All right.
We'll get around to
I'm
that,
gonna
okay?
be on TV twice. I want 2 oven mitts.
Well, just
And I want a coupon for free food, too. Look at me. I'm
You
fading away
need,
to
yeah,
nothing.
you need it.
Look, I'm
you
fading
and Danny,
away.
Yeah, fading away. Fading away up here, I think.
That's for sure, yeah.
But let's talk quickly because, you know, as we like to point out, this allegedly is a race show.
Yes,
just
it
like
is.
you're allegedly a late model driver.
That's exactly right.
It's been a pretty good season. We give you a lot of static, but you've really started to turn the corner with the exception of getting lapped last week.
Yeah, well, you know, to be honest with you, I expected to be getting lapped a lot more than I have been. The
You
car's
don't
been
have to
great.
admit that.
Well, Brian Johnson's been there with me from the beginning, helping me out. I got great equipment. The crew's great, but the driver, I got to come along. The car is so fast, and running with guys like that and getting in traffic, I'm learning to do it. But last week was a good week for us. We ran good. We qualified well. We had a problem. We blew a power steering hose in the heat race, so we had to start in the back. And you get kind of, get caught up behind other people, and you can't make moves, and you get lapped. What can I say?
Well, what about going 3 wide? We saw a couple drivers do that last week.
Yeah,
I thought,
well,
can't make moves. You can always go 3 wide and make it exciting.
That was my 8th race. If I had gone 3 wide, it'd have been 3 wide and a fence.
Well, then you really would have earned this award
That's
this week,
exactly right. See, now you're admitting
See?
I didn't earn it this week.
Well, I didn't say that.
Well,
you did get lapped. Remember,
Could you start with the abacus again, because I'm not sure what.
you keep lobbing that you didn't earn it. We're just, whoa, we just gave you some more points. Amazing how that works, isn't it?
Please write to him.
We change these rules however we see fit.
That's a
In
good
fact,
point.
Jordan's sitting in the studio as we film this, so we'll give you a few more points.
Oh, if I buy you dinner, do I lose points on the abacus?
Oh, yeah.
Tremendous.
Oh,
Let's
we
go.
can be bought. There's no doubt about
Beautiful.
that. There he is. We don't want
has
to cover up your pretty face.
No
made
nose
for
and
radio.
no ears, see? Just
Well,
like they said on the spot.
That's right. That's right. I
Exactly.
bet if I dug in my little prize pack here, we could probably find you a certificate from Arby's too.
I'm going to Arby's.
Yeah, take your wife, I've seen her before. She's thin. She needs to eat a little bit.
Well-
You, on the other hand, I mean, you keep telling me you're working out every morning.
Look at me, I'm getting there. This racing suit's
Okay,
tight.
honesty.
He's giving me points
Honesty.
for being fat. Is that legal?
Honesty counts for something on this show. I don't know what, but it counts for something.
Put the abacus away. I'm not even in the race car right
And let's remind people quickly, when they're done watching our show today, they should turn on the radio, 11:30 a.m. for your motorsports show.
I appreciate it. Noon to 2, we talk racing on the Fan Radio Network.
And then you're on in the mornings as well during the week, right?
Power Trip Morning Show with the superstar Mike Moore.
You're really the superstar, though.
Well,
You
no.
give him that moniker, but you're the superstar.
He's about that much bigger than me. He's the superstar.
So you call him Sir.
Absolutely. I
Very
call
good.
him whatever he wants me to.
Chris Hawkey. I'll get it.
Hawkey.
And see, now I'm going to take away some
Yes!
points, and I'm going to add some for me because I can't pronounce your name right? Hostile Hockey. When was the last time you were hostile? Making history by becoming the first driver this year, in the history of the race show, in fact, to be on the usual suspects list twice.
Yeah, I'm doing my best.
Thanks for joining us.
Sure, buddy.
We'll be right back.